Good morning, dear writers. Wait, coffee first. It's day one of my first graffiti trip after Corona. I have to say that I'm very excited but also a bit nervous. Fortunately, I will have a loyal mate.
Esattamente.
Ares Eras. Welcome on board.
A few moments later.
The fucking hell on earth.
Holy shit. Oh my god. Look at the fucking wind with the water. We are staying still in this moment, but the fucking vibration because of the wind makes the plane moving like we are already flying. Oh wow. Okay, I didn't expect it. Okay, there is only water here. Oh, a wall made of water. We are taking off. Okay, it was... joking. Turbulence. Should be over now. The turbulence. Just think that I have no problem with flying at all. This is not funny. Shittiest takeoff ever. Oh, but look at the view. Should be over now. And also Erasaris joined me at the end of the plane. I thought that the worst part was over, but it isn't. A bocchine nonnato. Porca troia. Come on, my captain. Really soft, please. Soft. No break, please. Yes, like this. Thank you, my captain.
1 hour later.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Brescia, a city in the north of Italy.
As first thing, obviously we had some lunch. Then we went to the wall with Nickname, our friend that was already painting even if the jam starts tomorrow. Whatever, this night we will sleep at his place. Of course, before going to sleep we drank a little bit of beer and we had some typical local dinner.
Good morning, writers. Yo, this is day 2. We slept at Name's place and thanks to him we were able to get some cans. So let's go.
Welcome to the Yellow Gem, dear writers. The wall that you are seeing on your right is the main wall of the Yellow Gem. Super big and tall, and me and Mr. Ares Eras we are gonna paint on another wall. But it's fine, sometimes it's not about the wall, but the situation. This main wall is pretty long, yeah. There is also someone completely unknown here, isn't he? Leaving out the jokes, it's such a pleasure seeing and talking with people like Sultan or Bruce. Seems really incredible to me. Whatever, there is an underpass, this one fortunately not as long as the main wall, and after a little bit of more walking there is our spot. Not that close to the core of the jam, it could have been a bit better, but whatever. We got this, we paint this. Also because I'm not that kind of person who demand things or stuff like that.
Okay, so finally we are here. The project is to make 2 pieces and then in the middle a character by Ares. We have 2 days. Let's paint.
The sketch is definitely too small.
Basically, I'm redoing the first lines a bit bigger and pushing everything a bit towards the right, because you are not seeing it in this moment, but there was a space way too big between me and Ares' piece.
Okay, so I sketched the V and the E and half of the N, but now I'll take a break because a guy from our wall is going to get some black paint because he needs it and I need it as well. Whatever, I have to stretch a little bit the E and the N to use more space. The V is basically okay, so now little break also because I'm burning out. Okay, so the current situation is this one. At the end I erased a bit also the E and the N because, as I said, I want to stretch that letters a little bit more. I'm a bit stressed. I want to put the sketch on the wall really well. It's always a stressful process. This for me is like fighting with letters, but this time even more because at jams it's always like that. You are under pressure. At least I am under pressure. Even if I'm not in the core of the jam, and I have to say that this is helping me a lot. But whatever. Let's finish it.
some reason that I don't know, my brain made me redo the sketch in white. It was definitely not necessary, but my brain is weird.
Okay, fine. I'm almost there with the sketch, just some fine details are missing, but the structure is there and is correct. By the way, Ares has a big problem right now. One of the can of the filling colors has the valve broken. Ares will have to break it basically and make a really hardcore filling.
Vai.
Hard problems, hard solutions. By the way, I'm done with my sketch. I also added the arrows on the right and on the left. Now 3D towards this point. The next step is the filling. I don't know if I want to do like Ares, putting the colors according to the light source you are seeing it in this moment, or just a classic fill-in faded from the top part to the bottom part. By the way, while I was making the 3D sketch, I met one of you that follow me on YouTube, and I can only say, wow, I'm really amazed because, I don't know, meeting you in real life in a jam, totally random, I don't know that guy, I didn't know him before. It was such a pleasure, I didn't expect it at all. Wow, I'm speechless, I have to say. Okay, so at the end I decided that I will make a classic fill-in, easy peasy. I want to do a graphic piece as clean as possible. I will try to make it pop with the graphic background, a lot of graphic stuff. Let's graphically fill it.
Yo, for the first time in my life I'm using Tag Colors cans, a new Italian brand. I have to say that they are quite nice. I would really love to try this can and make a complete review, but they are not available in Naples, so I am a sad vent.
I am done with the filling, as you can see, but it's break time. Okay, so I finished my filling. So now it's time to take a look of the other artists. Of course, the pieces are still in the process. Just take a look. If you see this E, you already know who are you watching painting.
After the quick visit to the main wall, I came back to our wall and Ares and me tried to do a background. We wanted to do something like this, a Moe's background from couple years ago. We had many problems to find the right shape, but at the end I did it. Whatever, since me and Ares we were a lot tired, we decided to fill it the following day.
So, day one of painting is finished. There is a work in progress sentence over here. Ares is struggling with the 3D. I still have to do my 3D because we are gonna try something like this, 3-dimensional. But I want to study it at home this night, basically. And I don't want to waste paint without knowing what I'm doing.
Spoiler, I will waste paint without knowing what I will be doing.
So now let's pack all this stuff.
And this is the last clip about the day 2 that Event from the Past recorded. Professional! After having some dinner with the other guys from the jam, we went to the Airbnb we booked for the following 2 nights.
Good morning, dear writers, from the room of the B&B where we slept last night. Room tour? Room tour done. Let's go to the jam. Yeah, I'm freaking tired.
And here we are.
82 kilometers later.
We arrived at our spot, the underpass. Whatever. Background, 3D, I don't know which one first. Because basically we need the bucket paint to erase, for example, this part of the background that are mistakes. I think that I'm gonna start to make the background where I don't need to erase all around with bucket paint, otherwise I would ruin it. So let's do it.
first time for me trying a thick drop shadow as this one. Indeed, while doing it, I was not sure of every single line.
Okay, it's been 2 hours from the last clip that I recorded. I finished the drop shadow and I took the paint and cleaned up a little bit all around the pieces. It's late, it's 3 in the evening. As you can see, Ares is already done basically with the piece and the 3D, so it's my turn now.
Die! Die! Right after finishing the outline, I met 2 of you guys. Incredible.
Okay, so I'm done with my outline. I'm eating potatoes just for doing something new. Now it's time of the 3D and I'm a lot scared. I don't properly know how to do it. I have just an idea in my mind. With a lot of calm, I think that I could do this.
The shading that I was doing were basically correct, but for some reasons the piece looks totally stupid to me in this moment, especially in real life. Finally, I started adding the lights, hoping that it would have been the solution, but it wasn't. Fortunately, at some point I started talking to Ares about this 3D problem, because also him was fighting a lot with his 3D yesterday. Whatever, what came out from this discussion is that probably a clean 3D would have been easier to make compared to this faded one, but most of all, he made me notice that I was completely destroying and erasing my outlines, and this was making the piece stupid, like not finished. So basically I redid the outlines and the piece started to look a little bit better to me. And suddenly, when I was finishing the highlights, the incredible happened again. One of the 2 writers from you that I met before asked me for a tag on his t-shirt. I have to admit that I was super excited because I have seen people like Slider or Sotan doing this, and now someone asked it to me! Incredible. I'm still completely amazed by this. I love you guys.
Yo writers, I'm done. Finally, it's been 2 days. You don't see me? It's been 2 days of work. I'm really tired. It's been a wonderful experience here in Brescia. Thanks for those of you who came here to see me. I can't believe it. Now it's time to see the final result.
Would it be a vent video without a magic professional touch? Spoiler! Nope.
Basically, we are at the wall taking shots and photos, and I and Mr. Ares just realized that our wasp doesn't have any wings. Sei un coglione! Sei un coglione! Ma come cazzo si fa? Now we will fix this little detail, and then we will take some fancy shots. Okay, done.
But as always, let's analyze it. So let's start as always from the balancing. This piece is based basically on the triple pushing balancing. The V and the T themselves are pushing towards up on the left and up on the right. The bottom elements of these two letters, these two oblique bars, are slanted towards down to the left and down to the right. The last pushing elements are the arrows because they are symmetrically pushing on the left and on the right. On each side there are 3 pushes. Leaving out that, I have to say that this piece is also super symmetrical. There are 3 bars that sustain all the weight of the letters. This bar of the E, this bar of the N in the middle, which is a little bit lower, and this other bar of the N which is connected with the T. They make this piece super symmetrical and I love it. Whatever, let's talk about the letters. The V is really nice and to be honest I don't really have something to say about it because I really like it. About the E and also the N, I have to admit that the choice of stretch these 2 letters really works. Thanks to that the piece is a lot more dynamic since it's a lot more wide, and also the V and the T gained power from this. About the T, well, is my classic T, whatever. The arrow at the bottom, well, I like it, but not completely because it could make the T look like a C, but in my opinion is still perfectly readable. I'm not saying that much about the letters this time because basically I'm happy with it, and since I spent 3 hours for the sketch, there aren't mistakes. The 3D. It was a big pain in the ass, because to be honest I really underestimated it. I spent the most of the time of the process of this piece about this 3D, and in some points is still not correct. For example, here on the V there should be the lightest color, but what I learned this time is not to try kinda new stuff at a jam, because it's the worst thing you could do. The background that we stole from Zmoy, I have to say that works. I mean, some lines are a little bit crooked, like at the bottom of the N or of the E, but in general I have to say that it works, and especially on the V the result is brilliant. It really creates a kind of a depth. Color scheme is nice, I have to say, but it was Ares that made this color scheme, so I have to say thank you, my dear. I only have one big regret about this piece. The effects within the filling are a little bit stupid. I mean, the designs within the V and the T, they are kinda stupid because they are not that visible. The piece itself is a little bit empty, but maybe it's good as it is. I don't know. Whatever, guys, this is it. Thank you if you watched till this point. Subscribe to the channel, for me is so important, and write in the comments the word wasp. We decided to paint a wasp because the first day a wasp stung me. Funny to tell, not funny to leave. Thanks for watching the video, guys, and see you next time.